there, welcome to the third video in my series of In Your Bed. This is suitable for someone who's recovering from COVID or coronavirus. I'm recovering from it myself at the moment. Or simply if you just want to use some bed stretches on a lazy morning, you are welcome to use this. So this is going to be a bit more yin style. Using the wall. I have a wall behind my bed, but maybe you have a back to your bed. Otherwise you could always do this on a sofa. So we're going to start lying down, which is why I've created a bit of space in my bed. So lying down, I'm just going to start working into my hips. So bum can go as close or as far as you'd like from your wall. Bring the feet out nice and wide and the knees just press here. So we're taking a moment here to breathe. If you want to have your hands connected to heart, maybe that's good for you. Perhaps you'd like a pillow just gently underneath your head. And I would recommend pillows close by for later in case you decide you want them. Now as you inhale, start to press your feet into the wall, create some resistance, push against it. And as you exhale, gently release. Inhale to press. Exhale to release. One more of these perhaps. And then maybe you want to bring the legs out a little bit wider and breathe. And just notice how this feels. Perhaps you'd even like the hands on the thighs or the shins. Try not to push into the side of the knee too forcefully. As you inhale, start to press your legs into your hands and your hands back into your legs. As you exhale, gently releasing. Inhale to press, creating that resistance, pushing away. Exhale to release. One more of these. Inhale to push. Exhale to release. So we're using PNF stretches where we're using a little bit of resistance to push against our body parts and hopefully open the body a little quicker. Now as you inhale, just start to bring the feet in hips distance and the knees are around about in line with the hips. Arms can be by sides for support. Inhale, just gently scoop the hips up. Exhale to release the hips down. Inhale to scoop up. Exhale to press down. So you're just working out the lower part of your back. You might like to explore relieving all the way up to the midline of the spine, so more towards your belly and down, or perhaps you just want to be scooping the lower part of your hips down and up. So these are our vinyasas. Simply means to place in a special way with your breath. So just gentle vinyasas in the body. One more of these. Okay, and then as you inhale, feet stay around about onto the wall, pressing the right knee out. If your knee comes in a lot, perhaps you'd like to work on gently drawing it away to get a deeper stretch. Notice if you sink all your weight into this left hip, trying to square the hips and gently guide the leg away. We're going to be here a while. You might use your hand to your thighs, you inhale. And exhale to gently press away. To make it less intense, you might bring your bum a little bit further from the wall. To make it more intense, you might simply draw your bum a little bit closer to the wall. Maybe you'd like to flex that top foot or point it. Investigate what works a bit deeper for you. Depends what kind of day you're having. Some people will feel this more in the back, some people in the glutes, some people in the side of the leg, the hips. It's really lovely variation on pigeon. Making sure there's never any pain in the knee in these sort of postures. So modifying to what you need. I'm going to take one more breath here. And keeping the legs as they are, arms come by the side, just gently rocking side to side. Keeping that left foot connected to the wall, but using this to just start stretching and rotating the spine, but also starting to work into the hip So you want to make sure both shoulders are connected to the ground. As you inhale, you drop over to one side. As you exhale, you drop over to the other. Inhaling and exhaling. Last one here. And then on that next one, dropping your right foot over to the left. The foot might come down further with you. Right arm in line with shoulder, and then just gently turn your head to the right. We've got a little supine twist. If you want more, this top knee, right knee, thinking of pushing it further away from your face. And maybe just enjoying that stretch on the side of the neck here as you breathe. Other arm could be in line with shoulder too. One more breath here. As you inhale, chin comes back to center, releasing the legs. Then we're coming to the other side. So the right foot onto the wall, the left knee out. And this is your moment to notice, is this side a bit stiffer? Are you more open? Do you want support on this side of your hand, or do you prefer not to? You don't have to be exactly the same on both sides of your body. We are different on different sides. Most importantly, just connecting to our breath. Slow breath in, slow breath out. Maybe you want that gentle guiding of the leg away. Perhaps you just want stillness. Notice how it feels to allow your body to slow down with you. Just inviting one more breath here. Arms come in line with the shoulder. You just gently drop over to the side and then come back over to the other side. So again, just exploring the range. Does it move from your hip? Are you moving from the midline of the spine? For me, I'm enjoying a bit of movement in my hip here. And then we're going to take the next one. The left foot goes over to the right. You might even like pillows underneath your feet. You might like that support, or you might like to push away. For me, my foot comes down the wall. Left arm in line with shoulder, and I like to look over to the left to stretch this right side of my neck. That might not feel right for you, and instead you might prefer to look up to the sky. Do you want to stay there, or do you want to gently glide that top leg away as you breathe? One more breath here. So you inhale, gently drawing everything back to center. You can roll onto your side if that feels better. And sit yourself up. You're coming to legs up the wall. So bringing that bum a little bit closer and drawing the legs out wide this time. So to make it less intense, the V shape might be closer. To make it more intense, you might go a little bit wider. Depends how flexible your body is. We're starting to open into a wide V stretch. Perhaps you still want your hands connected to your body, or perhaps overhead. Breathing slowly in and slowly out. So we're holding these stretches not quite as long as the in stretch. And just breathe into that space. Apologies, gang. Ignore that. Smooth in, smooth out. Now, as you inhale, drawing the right foot down either towards the floor, or maybe your foot touches the calf or the shin. So you might like to move closer again or further away. And you're just breathing into this slight hip stretch, opening out the body. And this top foot could be flexed or pointed. For me, this is a really lush stretch. It's a variation on Janu Shirshasana. Normally the hips are square, but I quite like it this way, just as a yin style stretch. So you can absolutely hold these postures a little bit longer away from me and make it truly yin style, holding 3 to 5 minutes each posture. So you inhale, stretch the right leg, allow the left foot to come in. And again, you might like to push against the wall, you might like the knee coming closer in. For me, to create that resistance against the wall feels really good. Just breathing here. Finding one more breath here. Allowing your legs to go out really wide again. You might like support, so you might like to use the hands underneath the thighs. You might like to gently push down onto the thighs as you breathe. Arms could reach overhead or maybe grab opposite elbows. Again, have a think, does your head need to feel supported by a pillow? Depends what kind of bed you have or what bed surface you're on. Make sure your neck doesn't feel like you're straining up or down to see the screen. See if you can close the eyes and just breathe into this space. And we've got 2 more breaths here. So you inhale, allowing the legs to come up to the sky, finding a little bit of an inversion now. And this is really gentle and subtle. You can get closer to the wall. You can be further away. You can flex or point your toes. You could even invite a pillow underneath the hips if you want a slight bit of elevation. Here, just notice what you can let go of. Maybe there's been a narrative stuck in your head for a couple of days. Allow yourself to let go of it so you're casting a shadow of it behind your body with every exhale. With every inhale, you're inviting light and life and joy and peace and rest into the front of your body. Inhale, allowing that shadow to become heavier, darker behind you. Inhale, inviting lightness above you and into you. In your breath, in your lungs, in your blood, around your body. And let's spend 3 more breaths here, just noticing that feeling, that invitation to be lighter in our bodies. We're going to find a fetal position on one side, so we're drawing the knees in, bringing your body over to one side, doesn't matter too much which, connecting your feet towards the wall if that feels good, just so you've got a bit of resistance, and we draw the body in. Now you could push the feet into the wall to create a bit of resistance and then exhale to release every time, or you could simply stay there. So you could inhale, push the knees into the wall, exhale to release. 1 more of these. And then bringing your arms in line with the shoulders. So if your knees are over to left, hands come to left. Right arm reaches up and across your body, opening out as you inhale. Exhale draws you back. Taking your time. Inhales if you're just stroking your arms, your chest, opening. Exhale to draw it back. Only 1 more of these. Just gorgeous vinyasa flow to finish. And then gently drawing yourself over to the other way. So finding that fetal position, final side. I mean, there is no elegant way of transitioning, I feel like, in this posture. But what can you do? And just taking a moment there, you might push your feet into the wall, create that resistance, exhaling to release. Inhaling to push, exhaling to release. 1 more. And then arms come in line with shoulder palms together as if you're clapping. And then the inhale opens you out. Exhale draws you across. Inhaling to open, expand, spread. Exhaling to press back. 1 more of these. Inhale, really take your time, see how much you can open. from finger to finger. Exhale to draw in. And using your hands to gently help sit you up. And take your time, 'cause you can feel dizzy when you get up. And then resting the hands on your thighs, sit whichever way feels comfortable, and just gently let the head rock from right to left. So that's your final bit of letting go. And then hands come to your heart, Anjali Mudra. Closing your eyes, take a moment here to breathe or simply downcast your eyes. And let's either speak or chant Shanti together. It means peace to finish, and there are 3 kinds. Take a big breath in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Joma. So thank you for joining me in my video. Feel free to peruse the other 2, and hopefully they can help you feel a bit more energized, either beginning of day, end of day, or whenever you need them. They will always be there. Thank you for joining me.